I will. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. Wow.
Let me try it again. Rob, are you hearing me okay?
Hello, I'm here. I heard you now.
Okay. All right. So
There.
I think I had my mic down, and going to give instructions again to get into the chat with us. So all you got to do, if you're in Facebook, just make sure that you go to the Color of Jazz page and then click the live stream button. And then, of course, you'll be on that page. Click to watch. You'll see us there. Or if you are on Shay's Lounge, and that's shayslounge.com, and then you'll go click on the Color of Jazz link, and then go to the right and click off the music player, so you'll be able to hear us streaming live. So, as I said before, I've got Rob Tardik in the house, y'all. So make sure that you get in the chat with him, because this is your time to ask him questions. So, hey Rob, how are you?
I'm great, Don. How are you?
I am great. I'm excited about the show because, of course, it's you and your new music. So before we play new music,
yes,
I am going to let folks, get into the chat. So we'll give folks a few more minutes to get in the chat, and then we're going to start talking with Rob. So while you guys are getting in the chat with us, I'm going to go ahead and play. I want to play something from the right time. And of course, I'm going to start off with playing Cruisin', and we'll let folks get in the chat with us. So starting off with Cruisin', folks, and then we will see you in the chat. And again, Rob's in the chat with me, so we'll be chatting.
All right, look forward to it.
So here we go. Cruisin'.
Cruisin'.
Yes, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Breaking up the sound. That's what people hear and say, oh my God. So I can't play around with that. It's just like
Very nice, very nice, very nice. And of course, that was Cruisin' from Rob's the right time CD, and I think Rob is doing the sound check as we speak. So, hey Rob.
Hey, I was trying to play along with it, but on my end it was breaking up a bit. I had a hard time hearing that. So
Okay,
hopefully the listeners are not having a hard time.
I want to make sure you're, are you muted on your laptop?
Am I muted? I got headphones. I got my headphones in.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So there's no feedback on your end. Okay. Rob, go ahead and start, do a little check for us with the music, and I'll hear how it's sounding on my end.
Sorry, did you just say do a sound check?
Yeah. Give us some music. And I'll tell you how it's sounding on my end.
Okay. Well, let me fire up a track here. Hang on a sec. Oh. Try that. I don't know how the volume's going to be, but...
Wow.
Wow, I'm gonna get them like iPod to stop now. Yeah. Ugh. There we go.
There you go. Hey.
My headset is not long enough to reach the iPod.
Okay, no worries.
All right. So
So,
there was a track off the new CD. I just kind of impromptu played that.
okay, very cool. What's the name of that one?
That's La Buena Vida, The Good Life.
Right
I got that
on.
from a bottle of wine I was enjoying one night, and I said, I need to write. I need to name this song, and I knew obviously it's got a Latin flavor to it, so I wanted something in Spanish to sort of portray the mood of the track. So yeah, I was just enjoying a glass of wine one night, and I looked at the bottle, and I was just reading it, and said, this is good with whatever cheese and all the other things. And I said, oh, and then I read it, and it said La Buena Vida, The Good Life. I said, that's perfect. So it just hit me at that time, and the album is it's in the with the new B.E.L.L CD. I have I guess it's like a concept kind of CD, and it's broken down to 4 distinct sections, and it's the balance, energy, laughter, love, so the acronym B.E.L.L.
Yes.
And this song is definitely in the I put it in the laughter section. It puts a smile on my face. It evokes a good mood. It's just like a joyous song, The Good Life. So yeah, it'll be in the laughter section. I think it's the title track in that quadrant of the CD. So and there you have it.
Very nice. Wow. So we definitely want to talk about your new CD called B.E.L.L. And, when I first met you back in July of 2009, I guess, or 2010, and you were doing a webcast with Bobby D. And
Yes, I was.
do you remember that webcast?
I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so you were talking about B.E.L.L. and kind of how that came to be. So can you tell the folks how B.E.L.L. came to be the acronym? Tell us about the acronym and everything that means to you.
Yeah, it is. The acronym. Honestly, it really came very quickly. It was not something I honestly at all worked out and sat at, for nights on end trying to find, something, like people have, companies will have a sales slogan, or they'll have, like a code that they sort of, have the business, a mission statement is called, right?
Yes.
So for me, I said, okay, what's my kind of, not quote mission statement, but just a life acronym or something I could put on the CD, and then, and I didn't really think about it too hard. And then honestly, it literally, I don't remember the date, but it was like a few years back, I guess. And it sort of just came to me really, really fast. Like literally, it jumped in my head, that word. I said balance, energy, things that it came to me quickly because it's kind of like how I live my life. I try to live a very balanced life from
Yes.
My family and my diet, my health, from everything from my music to, just my lifestyle choices. I tend to live a very balanced life. And I have a lot of energy. I'm always on the go, pretty much. Everybody says that, and I love to laugh, and I got a big heart, and I definitely love my family and friends and people who surround my life. So it really came together quickly. There was no, like I said, thought out process. B.E.L.L. just sort of really like bang. It was like some people say they have a dream and it appeared. For me, it was just during the day, and the words just came to me, and they spelled the word B.E.L.L., and I said, that's it. That's the one. And it for the last CD, it kind of propelled me further to push the right time, the CD, the last CD.
Right.
So that really helped me push and drive forward at the right time in my life, that CD. And it's put me in a great place for this third CD. And, I look back at what was I going to call the CD. And, I had a few names I threw about, but then this life acronym for me it seems so close to my heart and how I live my life. And I'm not perfect by any means. It's just something I strive for. And, some days I hit the mark, and most days I do. And, the odd day we all have our moments, right? So,
right.
Yeah, granted, right? So it just fell into place for the new CD. I said, you know what, the title of the track, the CD, sorry, should be B.E.L.L. And then, then I thought, how cool is it that the words, B.E.L.L, B-E-L-L, I can form 4 parts to the CD under each word, and have 3 tracks of balance, 3 tracks of energy, 3 tracks of laughter, and 3 tracks of love. So for a total of 12 tracks, if my math is correct. And it just, it all fell into place. Honestly, I didn't really have to think about it too hard. Some things in life, I guess, are meant to be. I had put this in motion, I guess, and the karma was there, and the energy was put on the universe a while back over the years for me. And that's the honest truth. And that's literally how all this came about for the CD. And then obviously writing the songs, that's a different story. They've been accumulating pretty much since the holidays. I wrote the last CD, 75% of it, I'd say, during the Christmas break of 2010, and the other 25% was sketches and riffs and ideas that I've had for years. Like the title song from the last CD, The Right Time, going back to that song, before I originally even recorded that song, when I jammed on that riff, I didn't even have the chords. I was used to be singing that melody. I used to sing the right time, da da da. I used to like that melody and then, kind of figure out the chords. And I always in my heart said, that tune should be a vocal song. But for the second CD, it just life worked itself out at that time that I made it into instrumental. I was kind of there. So the guitar was in my hands, so I played the melodies all on the guitar and the harmonies. So it ended up being an instrumental guitar track. But now, jump forward from 2009 to 11, by January, I had already finished writing lyrics for the tune. I spent the Christmas holidays and I wrote lyrics for the song, and they felt really right. They felt good because I needed a bridge. I needed
yes,
a strong chorus. I needed some verses. So I pretty much wrote the whole song during Christmas, and and the song was completed, and I had a wonderful vocalist from South Africa, Francis Mulder, who I met during the Christmas holidays, actually, again, at a CD release that we did for another artist. We both played on her CD, and I heard him sing, and I said, wow, that's the guy I want singing on the track. And, I always wanted myself to sing on it, but I said to myself, it has to be really, really amazing vocals for me to put my stamp on it. So I might sing it live as I play the tune now. My voice will get more and more confident, but eventually that is the goal for me, to sing these songs at smaller gigs. But he's done such a great job right now live at our shows. So and I like helping other people out. He's a wonderful upcoming artist, so it's a good chance for him too to show his vocal chops and for us to work together collectively.
Absolutely.
So, and there you have the story in my long-winded way about B.E.L.L.
Well, we're going to play, of course, some music from B.E.L.L. and one, of course, including my favorite track, which is
Yes.
East Meets West. And so talk to us a little bit about East Meets West. And I'm saying West, guys, W-E-S. For West Montgomery. And so, Rob, set that song up for us, and then we are going to jam to that one.
All right, we'll jam it up. East Meets West was a tune that I co-wrote. We started that tune with my keyboard player, Davor Jordanovsky, in the studio. I was hashing out that song in the studio. We were getting the keyboard parts and the bass. I had this groove and this kind of swirling keyboard idea that I had in my head, and so he's the engineer in the studio, so I said, okay, let's see how this sounds. So I sang him the ideas. I played the kind of stuff I was hearing in my head on my guitar. So we came up with a composite like bass track and a drum groove and a keyboard part, but the melody wasn't being solidified in my head. So at about the same time, I was speaking to Paul Brown about doing some shows together. He had called me, and he said he'd love to come to Canada, and I was putting together a big concert in February. It's called An Out of the Cold. I did my first annual. It's for charity. I did it last February. So he came up at that time, and we performed together, along with Jesse J came up as well. We had Jack Probilski and myself. So we had a great time, and a lot of local artists here, like Liberty Silver and Chris Smith, and some wonderful local artists. So we had an amalgamation of American, well-known smooth jazz, contemporary jazz artists, myself, and fellow Canadians. So anyway, after the show, I talked with Paul, and I said, you know what, I'm working on this track, and, would you mind checking out, and maybe we can collaborate, work on this together to finish it. And he said he'd love to produce the track for me, and he's a legendary, obviously, producer, having produced, Luther Vandross and Bonnie James, and George Benson, Larry Carlton, the list goes on, Anita Baker.
Wow.
It's crazy. So I was very honored to have him say yes, and during the Oasis Awards, or what was to be the Oasis Awards, I went down during that time, and we hung out for a few days at his studio, and we recorded the melodies. We solidified all the melodies, got them hammered out. And we recorded the rest of the song all in his studio in Sherman Oaks in California, which was an awesome experience. And then we, the title I already came to him because I thought it was great. East coming from obviously myself meets West because I met him the year prior too. So we had gotten to know each other for the last year and finally started playing together. And we both the tip of the hat. Paul plays the guitar. He plays a lot of the octaves, the Wes Montgomery kind of jazz ode to one of the jazz giants and greats of our times. So to me, the title, when I said East meets West, I thought that was great, coming from East and West sides, but with the Wes Montgomery guitar spin. And and that's the setup for that track. Woo! So it worked out great, and we're number 25 on Billboard, I believe, this week. So and climbing. Yay.
Yes.
Yay. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
PB.
Thank you, Wes.
PB for his magic. And yes, and as in Wes, absolutely. And to Dover as well here, with the three of us. We put the song together. It was great. So I'm very honored to work with those fine musicians and just friends, personal friends of mine.
Nice. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's play East meets West. And I think everyone is going to like this song as much as I do. I mean, so I'm going to reserve my excitement, but I'm going to let you hear this. I'm going to try to reserve my excitement, but you got to dig this because this song is hot. So here we go, guys.
Yeah.
From the B.E.L.L. CD, we've got East meets West.
First single.
First single, that's right. Doing quite well, I should say.
It is, yeah. My God, let's keep moving forward, onward and upwards, right?
Yeah, so here we go, guys. That is very, very nice. And of course, like I said, that is the new single from the B.E.L.L CD, and East Meets West. And I don't know if you saw that picture, Rob, but there's a picture of you and Paul and his wife, Jackie. And
That's great.
yeah, and I think that's at some kind of show or
That
award.
was Yeah, that was backstage at the here in Canada. They came out last April as well for the Canadian Smoothies, which is our Contemporary Jazz Awards held here. And Paul was up for Song of the Year and for Vocalist of the Year with his new track "Love You Found Me" off
Yes.
his latest CD. And yeah, so a great track, and that was dedicated to Jackie, his wife. He wrote it for her, and it's a really, really good song, and I know it's up on the charts as well, doing great. So congrats to him for that great track.
Nice. And of course, Paul Brown helping you out on East Meets West. And again, very nice track, hot track. And we heard you kind of playing a little bit to that. So can you play just a little bit of that live for us without the background? Can you play maybe your part or no?
Noodling. I can, I need my track to get, because on its own it's just single notes. It's like,
I like that.
You know? Then he comes in, then it goes, and the bass comes in, boom, bam, then I do a trill.
You know what? That's kind of cool because now I get to hear who's playing, who is who on that.
And then we both come in with the main melody, like, like that main part.
Yes.
It goes. Right, so we're both playing all the melodies there and stuff like that. And then the main line goes.
Yes.
Right, and it goes on and on and on and on. So it's good.
It is good.
But we need that driving bass though, you know, to really put it to get the groove going on.
Yes. So tell me, your guitar there, is that an acoustic guitar?
It's acoustic electric. Yeah, I got a bunch of guitars here. This one's, this is a Canadian made. It's my main gigging guitar. I'm getting a personal one done for me as well in some other colors.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna be one in purple, so it's
purple.
You just got to get the color match and stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna go with the CD. It's gonna match my other purple guitar, which I can get for you. Hang on one sec. I'll show you my other purple.
So,
guitar.
How many guitars do you play, and do you have?
Actually no. Hang on. I have about maybe 10 or 11 guitars, but I only really play the one Godin. I got my flamenco guitar here, this one. Hang on. I have this one as well. This is can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine. We hear you fine.
Okay, I'll switch over. This is a handmade flamenco guitar from Spain.
Nice.
So I use this one on the CD a lot. This is a great. So this is a great guitar. And then I have another handmade that I just got made for me from Spain as well. The same company. I get an endorsement from Godin. They're the Quebec Canadian company who makes my main guitar that I play on the CD. But this is called Andalusia guitar. Oops. Just pulled the microphone. I put too long cable. Sorry, you okay there? We're still there?
Oh yeah, we're hearing you fine.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just knocked this. My headset, pardon me, is too short. But I'll get this other guitar. Hang on.
Okay.
Some guitars.
How cool is that, guys? We got Rob Tardik playing live for us. Ooh, and he brought out the pretty purple one. So we've got Rob, and he's
So Then this one, this is the new one. This is crazy. You can see this one.
Yeah, that's pretty.
This has a sound hole too.
Wow.
Yeah. Hello, hello.
Hello.
This is a handmade flamenco again from Spain. And these are crazy guitars. This has actually an extra fretboard cutaway. You can't really see it on the camera. This goes all the way down to 24 frets. It's crazy. So it has a really good, really deep access, and it's really thick. The guitar itself. So it's a very mid-rangey, responsive instrument.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, you hear that on the computer.
Yeah, we were fine.
But it's a really nice guitar. I'm just getting it settled into tuning for a show that we have on Tuesday night, so I let the guitar sit for a while.
Right.
And it stays in tune better because I got a capo on the first fret, and I just needed to get really comfortable to the tuning that it's in, and she'll be fine for Tuesday night. So yeah, I got her all strung up and she's ready. So that one is a groovy guitar.
Nice.
And then my purple guitar, my
Pretty
Strat.
purple.
Yes. So she's a great guitar too. I play this guitar a lot actually for rock stuff because I've been teaching music for, oh my God, 22 years. So this is my main go-to electric guitar.
Nice.
And so I really love this one. It's a 90, what is it? Yeah, it's a 91 Strat, but I've had it modified. I got a different neck. I got a maple neck on it. Used to have a rosewood neck. I modified all the pickups.
Wow.
I got a Jeff Beck Jeff Beck humbucker here, and I got some DiMarzio noiseless pickups in the middle and neck position, but the bridge, so it's a hot rodded kind of Strat. So it's great for any electric work I do, for blues, rock, just ripping it up. I do a lot of that kind of stuff. You never heard, people would be surprised. I have a lot of the music that I play that you've never heard, that I have some crazy rock guitar stuff that I've been doing for years as well. So again, it's just something else that I enjoy playing, and maybe one day I'll put that on a CD, but live, definitely for bigger shows, I will bring that on the B.E.L.L CD.
Yeah.
And I will play some new tracks with crazy electric guitar playing. And because like I said, I'm a big fan of that. And I got a really nice 335. Hang on a second. I think that's... Hello? You're getting like a guitar tour here.
I know, right? It's cool.
It's cool. So this is one of my babies. This is a really, really nice. This is called an ES335 Electric Spanish by Gibson.
Ah.
Yeah, it's sort of like a bluesy jazz rock and roll guitar.
Yes.
And it's got a really nice figured back. I guess you can't see really on the internet, but or the computer, but yeah, she's a great guitar as well. So yeah, they're all good instruments. So we're equipped. We're equipped for most situations. And the only one I don't have here is I'm getting a beautiful handmade steel string guitar. I chose all the woods, and I know he's
Nice.
filing it and sanding it. There's going to be a beautiful steel string guitar from a great friend of mine, Garen, at Lucin Guitars. He named it after his mother. It's Loucin. I'll give him a good plug. And he builds amazing guitars, and that's going to be built for me. And it'll be probably ready by the fall, winter time. So yeah, so that's the only thing missing. A really amazing custom handmade steel string guitar would be nice.
Wow.
I want something. I like all my guitars to be individually unique. So the flamenco guitars are all handmade. They're kind of one of a kinds for me. And 335, obviously, that's obviously a mass-produced guitar, but it's still, this one's a really nice special one I picked up. And my Strat's been really modified, so it's personalized. And the Godin, I guess it will be personalized. I'm working on that one to get some custom coloring and get the Rob Tardik kind of model finished from them. So they said they're willing to work with me, and they've been a really great company as an endorser, as an endorsee as well, working with them. And they're a Canadian company made out of Quebec, La Patrie, a small town in Quebec, and Godin and Mario's the main guy there, Mario Bifarali, who helps me out. So I got blessed with a lot of good companies helping out with equipment. I could
Right.
ramble on about equipment, so I'll end it there. And that's my guitars. There you go.
Wow, very cool. Well, of course, we love the whole guitar tour, and we'll come back and we'll play some more music, and we'll also come back and talk shop as well. So let's hear another track off of the East Meets West CD, and let me get my little, there we go.
Yeah.
On the wrong playlist, but
maybe we could do a vocal track. I know there's two.
Oh yeah, I've got that on there.
I sent you 2 vocal tracks, which I'm really proud of. I think with radio these days, it's important to get into that market and genre for me. With the little bit of hit or the big hit that, contemporary and smooth jazz has hit over the last while, I thought of, planning for that. So I wrote 2 songs that could really go well into contemporary jazz and even cross over to AAA adult formats,
Right.
And so I'm going to be targeting actually those songs even in a different market. I'll be attacking some different radio areas in genres in the U.S. and Canada. So I'm hoping to get a little bit of exposure there as well with these 2 new vocal tracks that I wrote. So I'm really proud of those. Nice.
So do you want to hear When It Comes to Loving You?
Yeah, in the right time. One of those 2 playing both. They're great tracks, so I'm anxious for people to hear them.
Okay, well we'll skip ahead and we'll play When It Comes to Loving You. And of course, this is Rob Tardik and off of his new CD. And enjoy this, folks. I think you will. I do. Here we go.
2 o'clock, the hallway's dark. I need a flicker or even a spark to light the way back into your heart to feel you again. I always thought I had a way. I knew the perfect thing to say to make you feel everything you mean to me. But when it comes to loving you, I lose my way. Everything I thought I knew, I just can't say. And time again, I seem to lose my cool. I'm a fool when it comes to loving you. People say your soul will know. Don't go searching, take it slow, you'll find the one. Like I found you so long ago. But when it comes to loving you, I lose my way. Everything I thought I knew, I just can't say. Time and time again, I seem to lose my cool. I'm a fool when it comes to loving you. I should write a song so I could let you know everything you mean to me. You'd feel my perfect love in every perfect word, and maybe then you'd see. When it comes to loving you, I lose my way. Everything I thought I knew, I just can't say. Time and time again, I seem to lose my cool. I'm a fool when it comes to loving you. Oh, when it comes to loving you, I lose my way. Everything I thought I knew, I just can't say. And time again, I seem to lose my cool. I'm a fool when it comes to loving you.
Okay. Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. Very cool. When it comes to loving you, I really like that. And of course, that's from the B.E.L.L CD, Balance, Energy, Laughter, and Love. So make sure, everyone, you get this CD. And Rob, tell us quickly, where should we go to get the new CD?
Well, she'll be out soon. I'm just had little delays with the printing company I've been using here. They've been on holidays. It's tough during the summertime. Sometimes getting people to snap to attention when you need stuff done quickly. It's like holiday time and everybody's like, oh, well, this staff is out. We're short-staffed and, oh, we got production. It's like, oh, my gosh. So, it's all good. I'm patient. I said it'll come out when it's out. But once it is out, you can get it at CD One Stop in the U.S., CD Baby distributing there.
Nice.
Through my website, of course, always at www.robtardik.com. It'll be available on iTunes, of course, and Amazon and Rhapsody and, all the regular Napster and all the available download sites that people generally go to.
Yes.
But the main one being iTunes, I guess, and Amazon and stuff like that. So, I'm just working on getting all that set up as we speak. So hopefully in the coming weeks, it'll be all done and I'll announce the release when it's finally out. But like I said, the CD's done. It's just a matter of getting it all uploaded and packaging done and stuff like that, which, again, in the summer seems to be taking a little bit longer with the company I'm using. But I like using them. I've used them before for the last CDs, so I'm loyal to them. So yes. And they do great work. And like I said, they're just a little short staffed, so I'm being patient. But it's going to happen. Cool. It's all good.
Rob, is it possible to pre-order on your website? Put an order in? Can they do that as well?
Yeah, you will be able to do that. That's something, thank you for reminding me. I was doing a sponsorship type event for customers and from fans, I guess, and friends. And some people have already pre-ordered the CD. I have that. Nice. So yeah, if you just go to my, you can simply go to my website already and there's a spot for my mailing list. And you can simply tap on there and say, I'd like to pre-order a copy of the CD. Just send me an email message with your information, and we're good to go.
Right on. So, again, folks, go to robtardik.com, and I'm going to put that in the chat because it is Tardik, Tardik. And you'll want to go there, robtardik.com, and pre-order the new CD because the CD is very hot. He's got some amazing talent on the new CD. And Rob, why don't you talk a little bit about who's on there besides Paul Brown and Warren Hill and folks like that?
Yeah, well, we have, like you mentioned, obviously we talked about Paul, which was an honor again having his legendary production skills and songwriting abilities. And again, Warren Hill, a fellow Canuck, a Canadian here. Right. Who I've met before at the award shows, and he's performed here. He always comes once a year at least. He's coming again for the Oakville Jazz Festival here in August. And we spoke backstage back in April at a show here in Canada, and we were just talking, and we like everybody, we're just normal guys. We're just rapping backstage, and I said, "What are you up to?" And he talked about he had his daughter there. She was doing a wonderful job singing at this
Yes.
gig we were doing, and Olivia, she's
Yes.
just a wonderful, amazing singer for her young teenage years, and I'm not even sure the age, 12, 13, 14, I'm not sure, sorry, but she's still young, but such a bright career. And so basically we were rapping, and he asked about the project, and I told him, you know, we have a new CD working on it, and he said, hey, you know, let me know. And I said, well, I'd be honored to have him on. So yeah, it ended up he played solo. He came in and doubled the melody and added his magic to a track called Sunday Morning, which I sent you as well, and we can play that for people. And that's a really great chill song, and the name says it all. It's Sunday morning. You wake up, smile on your face, you just relax. You get your breakfast or your coffee or your morning jog or whatever you do in the morning, or just lay in bed for some people, you know, and walk the dog. And this is a great track to listen to in the morning to get your day started. And it starts off really kind of chilled, and then it ends up me and him just, you know, taking turns soloing off each other and just playing, improvising. So it was a great track. So Warren is on there. Again, an honor to have him on there. And then we had Jared, who you've had on the show before.
Yes.
We're good friends as well, so we've hung out backstage and through some shows with Peter White. I've seen him play, and again, we hung out in San Diego just recently in March. So, and again, we spoke, and he said, "Man, anytime." And we just Facebooked each other recently, like last week. He said, "Let's try to book some shows together," and because he'd love to play. So we're going to try to work something out and see if we can align the stars in the universe to allow us to play together.
Right.
So, and he contributed a track. Again, I sent you that track. It's called Smile. I wrote that song. That's, again, one of those little magical moment songs. It's a song that came together really fast for me. All the parts, it's a really easy song to play. You know, I had this simple chord progression like... Right? And then just the melodies fell into place. And it's one of those rare songs that you hear a lot of bands, well, not a lot of bands, but I always wanted one of those songs that, you know what, the verse and the intro and the main melody and the chorus, they're all over the same chord progression, you know? Yeah. You get those magical songs, like the Beatles have written them. Tons of artists have written songs like that. Now, the only place I took the song away was, again, during the bridge. I wanted the chorus to change there and take the song somewhere else, but I really worked hard, and the melodies just fell into place on this song. It was such an easy song to write, and it just sort of, this one just came together. And the melody, the main melody, the hook that I played with Jared in the beginning, and the tag in the middle, and the ending tag that we transpose, we modulate the song. That just came about in the studio. I just started singing this, and bang, played it on the guitar. And again, that's one of those songs that came through a little bit of pure inspiration. Not all songs are like that. Some of you have to really blood, sweat, and tears and work them out.
Right.
But so again, that was the Jared tune. And then Darren Ron, which is the next big single. So I'm kind of holding off on that one. I want people to build the anticipation. And that tune is coming out. That's the next single coming out after this one. As far as I know, with the radio program, I got to work with Jason Gorov in Nevada, or Las Vegas, sorry. And so Shaking the House will be the next single. And again, that was Darren. We did that all in Colorado. We recorded that whole track in Colorado at his studio.
Right.
And that was an amazing experience working with him. Again, another great producer and a great guy too. Just, we hung out. We had such a good time. And he was so nice. He opened his doors to his home. I hung out there with his family, and we recorded in his amazing studio downstairs. And it was great. You know, like Wayman Tisdale's been down there recording. He's worked with tons of guys, Dave Cause and all sorts of people. And I actually recorded the guitar that Wayman's guitar was hanging on the wall, and asked him if I could use it on the track. And so there's a Strat. So I played some funky wah guitar using Wayman's Strat. So it was really, really cool. So that was an honor. And then there's also just a slew of other, like Francois, the singer, Mulder. He's such that great South African singer. I got Mel Brown, just an amazing bass player. You know, he just came in on a couple of tracks and just killed it. Solid, case closed. And I worked with Don Brythup, a wonderful Emmy award-winning songwriter from here, on a couple of tracks. And local guys here. You know, my band, they're always in on it. Curtis, Carson, Jeff, and Davor, and Gino on percussion, and Jeff on drums. I think I said that. All the great guys, they were all in on it. So, nice. I had a great cast of people. And, and my web guy was there, Michael from Profound. He was right along with me and recording a lot of it. We got a lot of great pictures, a lot of great videos. So I'll be releasing something as well, say a DVD or some pictures to go with it for the customers. I'll have a special spot on my internet website for people to come in and log in and get some special bonus stuff as well coming up through the fall.
Yes, and I have to ask, on that last track, when it comes to Loving You, folks in the chat are saying, very smooth, and I think we all were pretty much digging that tune. Who's the vocals on that one?
Yeah, again, my good friend his name is Francois Mulder. He's from South Africa.
Okay.
Francois Mulder. Yeah, from South Africa. He just moved here recently, about 5-6 years ago. He moved to Toronto, obviously where I'm talking to you today from, in Toronto, Canada.
Right.
And like I said, we just gigged last night. We played a huge outdoor concert last night with the band, and there was thousands of people there. I don't even know how many. There was tons, and he came out and we did the tracks, and we played for like almost a couple hours from 7. Well, we were supposed to play from 7 to 9 or 7:15. The last band went off a little bit late, which is all good. But we had a great set, a really good show, and we got great response. I played some of the new material.
Nice.
And yeah, it was a great event. Last night was a really big show for us, and it went off really, really well. So I was happy to do that. We have a huge new amphitheater here where I live in Toronto. It's a town called Mississauga, and they're really big into the arts. And you can fit 30,000 people. Can you just imagine? 30,000 people in this area where we were. And I'm sure there was, I don't know how many were. There was 10,000. There was tons of people there. So I had the biggest audience ever to play to last night. So it was really good.
Well, congratulations to you, of course. And
yeah,
this morning, or I should say this morning, today, you were also
Yes.
doing a gig before our live interview today as well.
Yeah, it was a struggle. Oh man, it was like parking downtown Toronto was crazy. We were right on the harbor front. It was a beautiful day. I took my 2 little guys with me, and yeah, I also play with a wonderful Hispanic Latin jazz from Colombia artist called Carlos Bastidas. And I'm a huge fan of flamenco and
Yes.
Latin Spanish guitar. I always have been for many, many years. And you'll get to hear that on the new CD. There's the last song on the CD, which is called Happy Heart. And I named the Spanish. I'm forgetting the Spanish. It's Corazón Contento, which means a happy heart. And that's like, that song's crazy when you hear it. It's so cool. I use that flamenco guitar on that song. And I have Gino playing the cajon, which is the box. You sit on the drums
Yes.
for percussionists. And I have accordion. And Davor, my keyboard player, plays accordion. So we were in the studio, and I was playing the guitar, and I was playing the track, and I said, okay, I feel the cajon. I want to have some percussion in the back of the tune. And then I said, there's something missing. I go, but I don't want saxophone. I don't want another guitar. I want something else. And then I just came to me. I knew he played accordion, and he had one buried somewhere in his studio. And this is an Italian style accordion. There's French and Italian. And he basically pulled this thing out, and I said, just play the song. Here's the melody. Let's go for it. And we ended up recording it that day, and it sounds amazing. It's such a nice, happy song to leave. Like the CD ends on us, kind of the 3 of us. You can just picture a sunset or somewhere in Spain, 3 guys
Right.
sitting on the streets, and we're just jamming on a tune. We just jammed the CD out, because the last CD is it's part of the love quadrant of the CD, the last section, and it's just 3 guys who love to play music, and the song is very happy. It's sunshine kind of evoke, and that's it. We're just jamming out the 3 of us on Happy Heart, or it was great. It was a great tune. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, let's play another track from B.E.L.L. And you know what? We talked about Sunday morning, so of course I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
You hear it?
Hill.
So we're gonna play that Sunday morning, folks. very nice. Sunday morning. Very, very nice.
Sunday
And of
morning.
course,
Oh,
yes.
Warren played his heart out that one. It's just great.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, of course, Warren Hill, folks, and Warren actually lives here in Colorado like I do. And so hopefully, we'll get Warren on the show. That'd be awesome. But yes, Warren did an amazing job on that Sunday morning. Very
Does
nice.
Warren lives in Colorado? You mean Darren Ron?
Warren is in Colorado as well. Warren's in Boulder.
Warren's in Colorado? Oh, okay. I thought it was I thought it was in LA. Marina Del Rey, I thought he lived in. Oh, okay.
Unless he moved. But
Okay.
yes. We got a little bit of folks up in here, you know.
That's
Warren
awesome.
Hill, Gerald Albright, Darren Ron, Nelson Rangel, Tony Exum. So those are just a few.
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
Tony. Good
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, we've hung out a couple times. Yeah. A lot of fun.
Exactly. Just some few folks. So I need to give some shout outs to you, Rob. I know you're not in the chat because you're playing music and all for us live, folks. Hey. But I've got Westbound in the house. So, of course, hello, Wes from Germany. And
Germany. Wonderful.
Anita's in the house. So of
Hey,
course,
Wes.
yes, they're all saying hello to you. And
Hi, Anita. Hi, Wes. How you doing?
yes,
Hope you
yes.
enjoy the noodling around here.
Right? You know what, guys? This is what makes the show fun is when we have the artist on there and they are just so cool about playing their instruments. So it's awesome, you know, to have you here, of course, live with us. And then it's even more awesome. Or how about this? More better.
More better.
Isn't that
There
a
you go.
Canadian thing?
Yes.
Right.
That's
So
A.
even
It's
more
EA.
better when
A.
you pick up the guitars and play for us as well. So we love that.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm just noodling around. I don't want to play too loud because I interfere with the song. So I want people to hear like Warren's, you know, I don't want to overplay all over the songs. So I want the artist to be heard that I've worked so hard with and give them their due. You know what I mean? They played so great. So yeah, I'm listening too. I haven't heard the tracks in a while myself. It's nice to hear them again.
Ah, hey, nice. Very nice. And of course, we also have Candy in the chat and
Candy.
Tamla. So we've got some folks here and so very cool.
Wonderful.
It's very,
Well,
very
thank you for
cool.
joining me. It's a pleasure to have you all here. Thank you for sharing your Sunday evening or what the time is. I guess it could vary, but for me, it's just after 9 o'clock here in Toronto. So I guess it's evening time for most people now, right? Yeah.
Right, right. Sun
Except
is
in
still up over
Germany
here.
must be really late, Wes. Germany, he must be like burning the midnight oil.
Oh yeah, it's probably like what, Wes, 3 o'clock in the morning there. Give us a time check, time stamp, if you will. Wes,
stamp.
up 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Applause to Wes for staying up
Okay,
so late.
yes. Big applause
Thanks,
because you
brother.
are so dedicated.
Thank you, man.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
He says, thank you. So yes, yes. Big
Props
applause.
for that. Absolutely.
So let's see. I've got some more of your music. And of course, I want to make sure I've been skipping around. The Right Time, moving forward.
Yep.
Set that one up for us.
All right. Okay, we'll do Smile after. Okay, the right again, like I was talking about earlier, this tune originally, I wanted this song to be a vocal tune.
Yes.
It didn't make it to the last CD, so I rewrote the song during the holidays. Had Francois again, who just did the song When It Comes to Loving You. He sang on this one. He took my lyrics and just basically sang it exactly how I heard it in my head. You know, we sit in the studio. I basically sing the song to him. We go through all the melodies, and he just adds his timbre, you know, his vocal quality to, you know, what I can't take it. And the range of this song is pretty sweet range. You need to sing this song the right time. We were sitting this one in the key of D and B minor, relative major minor kind of thing. And yeah, you know, my vocal range was too hard for me to sing complete. But Francois came in, and you know, at times he was singing the real voice, and then I told him the falsetto, and so it was awesome. And you know, props to Francois. He's the real deal, okay? He comes in and sings the song through. Like, these are all 1-2 take songs. We're not punching in or auto-tuning. He comes in, he sings the song verbatim. I tell him, let's take a chorus. Let's take a verse. Let's do the bridge again. Let's do the whole song through and then harmonize it. I say, Francoise, can we harmonize that? Let's add another harmonize. He harmonizes on the spot, folks. There is no punching, you know what I mean? Like literally I have to give him props. And, you know, a lot of the singers you see today, without any disrespect to them, I work with a lot of singers, you know, he has a background in gospel and church and choir music. That is an amazing thing to have for you. And I recommend any singer spend some time in a choir, spend it singing in your local community church or wherever, get your vocal chops, because you'll quickly have to learn to harmonize, you know. And when it comes to real world singing, you got to be able to pull that stuff off in the studio, you know, out of your chops bag. Just like somebody says, hey, I need a Lydian flat 7 solo, or I need a Dorian solo, or I need whatever kind of lead. I want a Spanish lead. I want a rock and blues lead. I want a ripping Van Halen metal, you know, whatever. I can come up with all that stuff on the spot, and he can come up with anything. So I want to give him a huge applause, because these tracks were done easily for him. Like he came in an hour and finished everything. You know, he's just that good.
Nice. That's awesome.
So you think I like him?
Well, big
I think I'm a big fan
him.
of Francoise. Well, I just love working with singers who come in, and because I work with some who you have to actually do line by line, word by word, and then you have to auto-tune after that. So, yeah.
Nice.
He's scary.
Well, of course, big shout out to him and a big hello to him, and big thanks, of course, for the amazing vocals, right?
Yeah, you need it. The competition's too tough today. You turn on all these singing shows. They have The Voice and American Idol and World Idol. I guess every company, probably West in Germany, they have German Idol. I don't know, you know, and they do, because I know my keyboard player. He's from Macedonia, right?
Right.
And they have Macedonian Idol.
Wow.
So it's all over the world, and the competition is fierce these days. You see these kids, they come out, they're like 12 years old, and they sing like amazing, you know.
Yeah.
So. And all I can tell them, though, is to make sure, you know, it's one thing to be able to sing great, but in the studio is a whole different thing. And then write your own material, write songs, write lyrics. And again, be able to harmonize and know your instrument. If your voice is your instrument, really, really know it, because sometimes it's hard when they get a real reality check when, you know, you come in and sing some cover song on a TV show. But when we come into the studio, it's a whole different writing music and harmonizing and layering the parts, you know. That's a much more mature and growth you need to be able to accomplish all that stuff. So. It's practice.
Right on. And of course, some incredible words of wisdom from Rob Tardik. And Rob, did you say you've been teaching for 20 years? Over 20 years now?
Over 20 years, yeah. It'd be, I started in 1989, almost talking my guitar, 1990 or so. And it's my way of giving back. I really enjoy teaching, and it's something I still do. And I've been teaching at a school for the last 15 years, and I'll be starting, when I'm not performing, obviously, you know, my artist career right now is my priority, but when I have some downtime, I do still teach. I'm going to be teaching there's a program that's starting up in the fall-winter time here at Metalworks, a very famous recording studio that's known worldwide. And they still have a music production, and I'm teaching the guitar program. Well, one of the guitar teachers there at the school. So I'm going to be on faculty, and I'm looking forward to teaching them. It's a two-year diploma, I think, or 3-year at this point. So it's going to be great. So like a full college accredited program. It's going to be great.
Very cool. And do you do private lessons like via Skype for someone halfway around the world as well?
I've never done that. I thought of doing that, and I'm totally set up on Skype. I have multiple computers in the house. I got my Mac behind me. I got my laptop here. I could do that, but I teach at home, you know, and like I said, I do masterclass. I've done workshops, and I continue where I need to, and I work for Roland Canada, a electronics music company, for years as a product specialist, and I don't do that anymore, but I used to, and I'm still in good terms with them, so that I do that occasionally, and wherever I can have, like I said, time, I will do that. And but private teaching, I still do that all the time. Yep, always. And Skype, hey, hit me up, send me an email.
That's right. Oh, speaking of, let's give a shout out to Facebook and again, of course, your website. So here's how you connect directly with Rob Tardik. He's in Facebook, folks, and you can connect with him there on his Facebook page, and you don't have to be a friend to shoot him a message. So of course, be his friend. Tell him Donna sent you. But the other thing is, if you're interested in in lessons, especially via Skype, shoot him an email, folks. He's very accessible,
Yeah.
and
I am.
You're just a nice, wonderful guy, and so I want to plug that about you as well. Rob is easy to work with, so I can just imagine
Thank you, Don.
taking lessons. You're welcome. Taking lessons from him because he's an easygoing guy, and
Oh yeah.
like I said, very accessible. He's on Facebook. He's got some amazing music out. So definitely go to his Facebook page and then also go to his website.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a quick plug for my musicstampseries.com, educational tools. I sell them all over the world to all music teachers. I have orders coming in every day, and I sell those all the time. I'm an inventor, so I've been doing that for many, many years, and went online in 2003 and have not looked back, and keeps me busy during the day sometimes when I'm not playing and gigging at night and writing and recording and doing that. I have to work and work for my company here, be the shipper, receiver, packer, inventor, owner, president, wear all the hats, but
customer
I love
service
that as well.
Rep, right? He is all that, folks. So all roads lead to Rob Tardik, and I'm talking all roads, and of course all internet roads lead to Rob Tardik as well. So again, www.robtardik.com, and of course in Facebook you can connect with Rob as well. So Rob, I want to play Smile. We've talked about that, and
yes,
I want to cue up Smile for everyone, and so we can all.
So we'll do the right time after. Okay, got it.
Yes, and so we'll cue that up, and we'll hear Smile, and then we'll come back to the right time.
All right, and this features Jared.
Yes,
your friend and mine.
Here we go, and of course we just had Jared on the show, so quick little plug there for Jared as well, and let's hear Smile, folks.
Hey.
Right?
My sound is always like a little tantric, but I try to keep up with the song. Sorry.
Okay, that was live, folks.
That was live. That was my tantric impression. Just so I apologize to everybody because as I'm listening here on my end, a lot of times it's cutting. I hope it's not cutting out. Has anybody said this cutting out? On my end, it's I get a little bit, but as long as everybody else is good, I'm okay.
Right?
So I can do the tantric guitar. You don't know.
How this is right. So,
It's funny.
of course, we're having lots of fun here with Rob Tardik in the house. And
Plus, I got the headphones on, and I can't hear myself at all, even with my guitar anyway, so it's all good. It's like
well,
air guitar, whatever.
yes, and so I'm hoping folks are I hope you're hearing us okay. And Candy, give me a quick shout out. Let me know if you guys are hearing the music okay. I haven't heard anyone, say that they're not, so I am
Okay, good.
assuming
It's just me.
it's
So,
all
and
good.
that's okay. That's okay.
Right. So we don't mind if he can't hear, but I want y'all to hear. And of course,
That's right.
for those of you just stopping in, hey, Daryl. Daryl is just stopping in.
Hey, Daryl, what's
That's right. Go ahead and give him a shout out.
Daryl, what's cooking, brother? Hope things are well wherever you're at. Where's Daryl at?
He is in Georgia.
Georgia. Wonderful.
Right?
It's hot summer nights in Georgia. I tell you
Okay.
here, it's a hot summer night in Toronto. We had like 90 degrees, or I don't know how. It was 40. The humidity was over 40, right? It was like screaming hot.
Right.
I'm like playing outside. I'm like sweating. Like outdoor gig today, of course. Of all days, they have to pick outdoors. But it's all
Right? Well, of course, Daryl can relate to
good.
you
It's a
because,
blessing. It's,
it's hot
yeah.
in Georgia, hot and muggy as well. And hopefully it's cooling down there for you, Daryl, as well. But big shout out to you, Daryl, for just popping in. And of course, since you missed the beginning of the show, and for everyone, the show is archived, right? So how cool is
Awesome.
that? If you missed
Very
the
cool.
beginning or the middle or whatever, the show is always archived, and it's always on the Color of Jazz page. And I'll post it on my page.
I love that
as well.
name, by the way.
The Color of Jazz?
Yeah, it's a great name, Donna. It's
It
wonderful.
is,
It's
isn't
a
it?
great
Thank
show.
you.
Yeah, I really like that name.
And I have to give a shout out to Kim, because Kim is the actually one. She's the actual one who gave me that name. I was trying to figure out names for the show, and she suggested Color of Jazz. And of course,
Oh,
we all know that jazz is very colorful, and
absolutely.
sometimes it's red hot, or it's cool blue, or fiery purple, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I love that about jazz and about music, and that it is, it's the thing that, of course, it's the spice of life. So my little take on the Color of Jazz. And of course, we're going to hear some Rob Tardik live now. Go.
Oh,
Hook us up.
I was just playing a little jazz here for you.
Ah, for the Color of Jazz. There you go. Name that tune, folks. Woo!
You know that one, right?
I do. Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah, it's classic.
Very
You gotta know
classic.
your jazz standards.
Yes. I
Where it all
love jazz
came from.
standards.
So.
So very nice. Fly Me to the Moon, of course, Rob Tardik's version of Fly Me to the Moon. And
A very impromptu version, but it's all good.
right? You know what? Of course, that's the best thing about jazz, is that it is. I love it when it's impromptu, and
Yeah.
it's not scripted and it's not perfect, but I love that about
it.
music, and about jazz music especially.
You got it.
Very cool. We appreciate the impromptu-ness.
Had to leave on a dominant chord to leave a little tension hanging for 5.
Very cool.
Okay, we're good.
So what we said we were going to play The Right Time, Moving Forward. And
Yes.
Definitely want to play that. And so let's do that, folks. Again, it's called The Right Time, Moving Forward in parentheses. And of course, when you pre-order your CD now, you will see the whole, you'll see the information on his website. That's where you're going to go to pre-order it. And of course, while you're there, you might as well order all 3 of his CDs. B.E.L.L, of course, is the third one. B.E.L.L being balance, energy, laughter, and love. And then, of course, he has 2 other CDs, The Right Time and Without Words. So
yes,
you'll want to check out his collection there and get all 3. You're there, you might as well do it. And, of course, pre-order. And tell Rob that he can't hear me, but tell him Donna sent you. So hopefully you guys will do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you a little bit more taste of balance, energy, laughter, and love. And this, of course, is The Right Time. Here we go, folks.
We had the world inside our pockets. You never really knew me anyway. I tried so hard to be the best man in this body. I'm always just looking 2 steps ahead. 'Cause it's the right time to carry on. Don't look back now, 'cause we're moving forward. It's the right time to say I love you. Let me show you that I'm moving forward. This is the real life and not some picture on the wall. It's time to turn that other page. I'm still trying to figure out what will be my next story. Time will only tell this tale. 'Cause it's the right time to carry on. Don't look back now, 'cause we're moving forward. It's the right time to say I love you. Let me show you that I'm moving forward. It's the right time to carry on. Don't look back now, 'cause we're moving forward. It's the right time to say I love you. Let me show you that I'm moving forward. Had my head in the clouds for so long. Now I'm starting to realize, just stay in your own lane, baby. 'Cause this road, this journey will slowly fall in line. 'Cause it's the right time to carry on. Don't look back now, 'cause we're moving forward. It's the right time to say I love you. Let me show you that I'm moving forward. It's the right time
That is very nice. The right time, moving forward. And Rob, we got to talk about the vocalist again. I'm getting folks in the chat saying, who is that? So on this one, who is this?
Smooth.
Very smooth.
Yeah, that is good. That is Francois Mulder. A good friend of mine. He's from Toronto. He moved from South Africa. He's originally lived his life, all his life in South Africa. He moved here about 5-6 years ago, and he's a Toronto-based musician here, singer, and he's 26 years old, folks. He's young, 26.
Young guy.
He's a youngin'. He's just a young whippersnapper, that one.
Right?
I remember I tell you boys, he's a young whippersnapper. So I have problems. I'm okay. I'll be okay. Nothing like it's just shot of no okay or something.
It's all good. It's live, folks.
It's part of that laughter. You know, it's balance, energy, laughter, love.
Yes.
It wasn't boredom, energyless, loveless, lame.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
That one I had to come up with. You know what I mean? No. It's got to have good energy, folks. So, you know, I'm a child. My boys keep me young. I'm still a child at heart. Yes, I can't say enough about him. Francois. I went during the middle part of the show. I talked about him. And again, I wrote that song many moons ago, actually. That song probably was written around 2008, recorded originally in 2009. But as a guitar instrumental, but I already had the chorus. I was always singing the right time. Even during gigs, I was always saying, it's the right time.
Right.
Da-da. You know, but that's all I had. I just had the right time. It felt right. And my last CD was called The Right Time because it was a good time in my life. I wanted to move forward. I really wanted to push my career as an artist from the first CD, Without Words, which kind of just got me a little bit of a blip on the map. The second one really, you know, helped me, I think, to you know, brand the name a little bit more, and I'm hoping the third one really can push my career in a much more direction that I'm looking forward to, you know, especially in the U.S., of course, and globally as well, and obviously here in my backyard, Canada as well, right?
Well, absolutely.
But yeah, again, Francois, I can't say enough about him, and so I wrote the lyrics again during Christmas holidays. I had 2 weeks off, which is so nice. You know, all the other musicians like Wes, he can appreciate that. You know, we have some downtime. Is such a blessing, I tell you, because we really, like, everybody works hard. I'm not going to say that, I know, and I work really hard. I can speak for myself only, and when I had that 2 weeks off with Christmas, I really chilled. You know, I wrote music is all I did pretty much, and I hung out with my boys, and I ordered Netflix or whatever. They have their PlayStation game here. I noticed this Netflix thing, this icon on their the TV downstairs. I said, what is this? So I clicked on it, said, oh, you get a free month of movies for, you know, free, obviously. I said, oh, let's check it out. So, and the Christmas here, just for the folks here, we had a really bad December weather-wise. It was very cold, lots of snow, so you couldn't really go outside. So what better time to play guitar, right, and write music? So my creative juices were just flowing. It just happened. I don't know why, what happened, my body chemistry, everything was just going in that direction. And I just have tons of creative output during those 2, maybe 3 weeks of time I was home, downtime. I guess why I was just so happy to be home. And I just watched movies with my boys, hung out with the family, Christmas stuff, like everybody does.
Right.
And I spent a lot of time being in my studio here, as you see. I just spent here writing. And I don't know if the light is too bright. Maybe I should shut off some of the lights. Maybe.
No, I think you're
kill
good.
that light there. Is it okay?
Yep.
Is that better or no? No, you need the light.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Did you just...
Well, anyway, it's all good.
You're okay.
But anyway, that's the story with the time. I don't want to hold you up, but that is The Right Time. Written over the Christmas holidays, and here it is. You just heard it, and I'm hoping to be a great single off the new CD, B.E.L.L.
Yes. And, you know, I don't know how the radio folks do it in radio land. I know they want to release things, I guess, kind of, I don't want to say slowly, but they have their little method of how they release music. So, you know, I guess for me, and I think with the internet, and especially the internet radio stations, you know, we all kind of, and I'm not an internet radio station, but you know, I do get to play my music on The Color of Jazz through the internet. And I know I've been talking with some folks, Steve Hamilton, he actually has an internet station, and Shay Alexander, and of course, just a whole bunch of folks with all the internet stations popping up, is that we get to play the music of yours, of course, that we want to play. And it's, so I think that's cool to play,
It's very cool.
whatever track it is, whether it's a release on the radio or not. But I think it's cool with the things that are happening with the internet, and
Absolutely.
the more flexibility, so what are you
Absolutely.
finding?
It's become such an important medium today,
Yes.
the internet. With radio stations going by the wayside, a lot of them have been falling, especially in this genre, unfortunately and sadly. But the fans, it's everybody. All you guys are so wonderful, and I appreciate every one of you. For the people who tuned in tonight, thank you very much, and who buy the music from not just me, but from all the artists.
Yes.
You know that, Donna, and for what you do here, you take your time and away from your family and friends, and you host this wonderful show. So I appreciate that. So thank you very much for that, and for the promotion and support. And I'm blessed to have met you and stuff like that, and I thank you for that. And it's a very it's a tight community, the contemporary jazz community. They're very loyal fans, and I think it's the largest fan base that I've heard. Don't quote me, but I heard it's the largest fan base on the internet is actually the contemporary smooth jazz market.
Right on.
Larger than all the others. So, yeah, I've heard that just recently, and because there's just tons of listeners out there, and they're trying to find ways to find new music and hear the artists, and and a lot of the up-and-coming artists as well, like myself. So it's been a blessing to have this medium, and like I said, a show like yours, thank you. It gets my new tracks out there, and even before some of the radio, and it's where people are listening. People are hungry these days for music, so
Yes.
we're
And
trying
for
our
new
best
music.
to get new music out there. And sorry, go
Yes.
ahead.
I said hungry. I was just tagging on what you were saying, hungry for music, and for music that they're typically not going to play on the terrestrial radio stations,
Yeah, absolutely. You can find some real, you can find a lot of great music, that are not, quote, being played on all the radio stuff. Obviously, it's important. I will be honest, as an artist, you do want to get radio played to get branding and
Yes.
recognition. So, I definitely am blessed to get great radio play these days on terrestrial radio as well. But it's a balance of both these days. You have to work both the internet medium today and the terrestrial medium, which has taken a hit. So, we'll see how the future goes, and it's definitely going this way, with all the satellite stations and internet-based stations. So, we'll see. Time will tell, but you just got to persevere and kind of just do your thing, right? Stay in your lane, play your music, do your thing, and good things will happen. I think if you persevere and work hard, good things will happen to just about everybody whatever career choice or work you got going for you, right?
Right on. And I think when people to steal your acronym, if you don't mind, the whole premise of the CD, for those of you who are just coming in, and we're talking about Rob's new CD, B.E.L.L, and B.E.L stands for Balance, Energy, Laughter, and Love. And I think if you think about that, think about each word individually. I'm sure there's ways to apply that in your life. And as Rob was saying
Absolutely.
earlier, that, there's the balance, there's the energy, there's the laughter, and there's the love. And it all fits in with the music, and it fits in with his life, and fits in with my life as well. And so here's the balance, the
I think
energy, and the
so.
laughter, and the love.
Yeah, there is a balance. I think, like you just hit the nail on the head, Don. If you really think about each word on its own at first, and I think it basically covers your entire being, your entire,
Yes.
the life that we all live. If you look at
Absolutely.
each word carefully, and sometimes there's going to be a positive energy and negative energy. Sometimes your life's going to be in balance, but sometimes it's going to be imbalanced. So you have to find ways to bring it back. And but take any one of those words, and it applies to so much of our life. Obviously for me, it's part of my music and stuff like that. Yes, but also being balanced. Just for me, like diet. Right?
Yes.
You just have to eat right. Balanced with your family, your career, your everything,
Yes.
just that word is so deep, and the energy, obviously, right? Which relates to stress and how, fit you are doing. How, again, energy could be your diet. If you're eating poorly, you're not going to have a lot of energy. If you're stressed, your energy, you're not sleeping properly. You know what I mean? So energy has a lot of things to do. And if you're balanced, you're getting enough sleep, you're getting good the diet, you're laughing, your family life is good. All these words, again, there's a synergy between all of them, and they all work together. And I think they just basically sum up a complete life, or that we strive towards having a complete life. So B.E.L.L is something that I'm quite proud of, that I've come up with. And
you better trademark that. Because
I think I should.
You are so on to something. You are so on to that. And even Naomi also says most definitely. So yes, definitely. Everyone, we're going to ring the bell, of course, and that is balance, energy, laughter, and love is what that stands for. But you're going to go to Rob's website, robtardik.com, and you're going to pre-order B.E.L.L, Balance, Energy, Laughter, and Love. And you're going to be excited.
Just click on my mailing list.
CD.
That's it.
Yes. And
just
of
click
course,
on the mailing list and say you'd like to pre-order the CD, and then
correct.
I will have it in my files, and I'll send you an email back how to get all that done, and I'll be posting it on my website as well. So, yep, we can definitely do that. Thanks, Donna, for that plug.
Of course, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, definitely, I want to keep the music flowing, and Rob, I'm going to actually go back to. I want to play La Buena Vida. And for those of you who are just kind of joining us, Rob actually kind of played live to that. And but of course, here it is, La Buena Vida. And of course, La Buena Vida is the good life. And that's what B.E.L.L is about, folks. B.E.L.L is about the good life. When you think about balance, energy, laughter, and love, that's the good life, because it's all in perspective. So
yes.
Let's give a little, let's listen to that again. And I don't know, Rob, if you want to play along to that or not, but I'm going to play it because, I like this one off of it as well.
Oh, it's a great tune to dance to. Get on your dancing shoes or flip-flops or whatever you want and get down. It's got a good groove. It's a great song. It's a great song. It's a lot of fun.
So here we go, folks. La Buena Vida. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Of course, I want to just give a huge, big plug to the Smooth Jazz family and Facebook folks. They did a wonderful job helping me spread the word about Rob coming on The Color of Jazz. So big, huge shout out to y'all.
Thank you to them very much for that. Appreciate that.
Yes, yes.
That's a great group. That's a great group.
They are. And so I really appreciate them. And I want to say Carrie, and I could be wrong. Is that correct, Rob?
Carrie Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people part of that. Ken Levinson and Smooth Jazzy Shar, Charlotte, a good friend of mine. Yeah, Carrie Cool. There's a lot of people involved in that. I apologize if I forget a lot of the names, but it's a great site. They have a great following. There's a lot of people on that, thousands.
Yes. Yes. So, of course, this is how we roll, folks, on The Color of Jazz. The Color of Jazz is all about love. And apparently we're going to be about B.E.L.L. as well, because it takes balance, energy, laughter, and love to spread music all over the internet. So I want everyone to, of course, join the Color of Jazz page, but I also want you to join Smooth Jazz family and, of course, Smooth Jazz Spot, Shay's Lounge. All these internet stations are doing amazing things for the musicians, and especially independent musicians. So I just want to encourage everyone to spread the love, because you know what? There's so much love and there's so much to go around. Nobody can do this all by themselves. So, of course, spreading the love and asking folks to definitely go to some of these other internet sites and support them. Support, folks.
Absolutely.
So there's my plug for all the internet stations out there doing their thing. And again, most appreciative to everyone, especially getting new music out there, new artists out there who might not have the chance on the terrestrial radio stations. And of course, we love the radio stations as well. But for the new folks popping up on the internet, show your love, folks, because again, this is how we roll on The Color of Jazz. We're all about family here.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And it's a balance, right? It's a balance. So
absolutely.
You have to have.
We all work together. Sure. So.
That's it. There's room for everybody. It's a small planet, but it's a huge planet, you know what I mean? So there's room for everybody.
Exactly. You're right, Wes. And Jared was saying it takes a village, and of course, it does take a village, and it takes all of us as well to be that village and to support each other. So, my little soapbox on support, folks. And of course, music is not free. Uh, Either is the CDs and the things that the artists are doing. So please support the artist. And don't download it. I mean, unless you go to their site and download it, that's a different story. So please support the musician.
Yeah, thank you for that. That is true. That is the livelihood we. Yeah, yeah, it's an involved process to make a CD for sure, especially for indie artists. I think all the indie artists can attest to that. So yeah, it's for the time and dedication and blood, sweat, and tears we put into it. You know, these days I feel you're getting a lot of great material for whatever the $15 entry fee into a CD. You know.
Yes.
You know, for the last 7 months of my life, I worked real hard on this CD. So for $15 for 7 months, I think it's a fair trade.
You know, absolutely. Music is not free. Art's not free. It's not free, folks. And of course, this is how we support each other. And the thing about music is that it's so timeless. So your 15 that you pay once, you are going to get so much more enjoyment out of it over the years because it's timeless. Put it in your iPod and put it on a random, and you'll hear it every now and then or whatever, and you'll be like, wow, I'm glad I got that CD because it is timeless.
Absolutely. Music is an investment, you know. I have a wonderful CD library that I listen to, and yeah, I've invested that money into those artists, and I love listening to them till today, you know, and it's you said it for sure. That's the way to do it.
Absolutely. And we've got about 9 more minutes, folks. There's a song that I want to play. And of course, tonight was all about Rob, as it always is on The Color of Jazz. It's always about the artist. But I want to just take a moment and talk about the upcoming shows. And then I have to play a song of mine from The Right Time and Frame of Mind. And you know how much I like that song. So I am going to play. We're going to end with that. But before that, I want to talk about the upcoming shows because we've got some very cool musicians coming on, and we're going to start next Sunday with Richard Smith. And I'm going to see if I can't pull up his picture. And just so you know, Richard Smith is an amazing guitarist as well, like Rob, and Richard is going to be in the house next Sunday. And after Richard Smith, we have 2 guests on July 31st. One being Attila Molinar, and the other being Chieli Minucci. Chieli Minucci is going to come on before the show, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'll give you heads up what's going to be happening with Chieli. He's got some amazing things coming up for him. And we're going to talk about his trip to Costa Rica. So that's going to be a separate show before Attila. And then, of course, Attila will come on. And after that, I've got some space open for July. So if you know some musicians who have a CD that we can, of course, feature and talk about, have them contact me and have them shoot me an email in Facebook, Donna Whittington, and that would be awesome to hear for folks who have a CD. I want folks who have a CD so we can help support you and things like that. For August and September, I'm looking for folks to come onto the show like Rob did. So, of course, I appreciate Rob, and I guess I'm not going to find that picture, so. But again, next Sunday, Richard Smith, folks, and he's an amazing guitarist. I think you are going to enjoy the show with Richard as much as you did with Rob. And Rob, of course, coming back to you, you've got some things that you're doing. Of course, this new project is going to keep you busy. But tell us, you've got some gigs coming up. Are they local gigs, or where are you going to be?
Well, this month is busy. Yeah, for the next week, we have a bunch of shows coming up in town. There's a lot of festivals, as a lot of the artists know, musicians in town here. We, like I said, we just played a big show last night. I played another one this afternoon. We're back on Tuesday at the Richmond Hill Center for Performing Arts. It's a beautiful venue here in Toronto. And then again, just more gigs throughout the week coming up for me. And I will be coming. I'm trying to book right now. I'm lining up some tour dates in the U.S. That's what I'm trying to do. I've confirmed Spaghettini's in Seal Beach, October 7th. We will be there.
Nice.
Yeah, so we can make it out to that. And I'll be trying to, like I said, I'm trying to work to get out to San Diego, San Francisco, and it's more dates in California. And then slowly again throughout the U.S. again, I'll try to, for the next 2 years, obviously when we put out the CD, now it's time to tour and to promote the music, right? So I'll be doing that here within Canada. And I still got to organize all that, hit which radio singles I'm going to be working here in Canada, which in the States. And but I'm going to be lining up tour dates again for the States. So in October, I will be in the U.S. playing some dates for sure, though.
Nice.
So that's the plan. And then up until then, local. I got lots of shows coming up August. There's tons of stuff going on here, and September as well. September, actually, we have a great gig coming up with the Vineyards. I got Darren Ron coming here. Paul Brown is coming back. A local promoter here, Julian Willoughby, has put together a great at Flat Rock Cellars. It's a beautiful vineyard here in the Niagara Escarpment area. And he talked to me and he said some help with some artists. And I said I talked to Darren and he was into it. So Darren Ron is lined up. So we'll get a chance to play our Shakin' the House tune together, which would be great in September. It's September 10th. And then Paul Brown is going to be in town that week too. So I called him up and he said he's into it. So he will be playing as well. So it will be a fine show.
Woohoo!
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put a bug in Paul's ear because I would love to have Paul Brown on the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, next time I talk to him, I'll mention that to hit you up there.
Yay! Yay! So if I put a bug in his ear and you put a bug in his ear, maybe we'll get him on here. And like I said, would love to have great. Paul Brown in the house as well because he, of course, is doing some amazing things with the work that he does, not just for himself, but of course, for
so many other artists.
Musicians. Yeah. So
I know he was working with Huge Groove on his latest CD as well. And when I was there, he went to Huge's place. I know we were recording, and then we took a break, and he just ran out to Huge's place because they were working on his latest CD, which is out already as well and doing really well. So
nice.
Congrats to him.
Very nice. So, of course, quick little shout out because Bobby just stopped in, and Smooth Jazz Family is in the chat as well. And so we are going to leave with my favorite Rob Tardik song from a previous CD, The Right Time.
Right.
It's called Frame of Mind, and I really like
Frame
that.
of Mind.
Is that like the perfect song to leave on because it's kind of mellow?
Yeah, it's a good chilled song, and that was my keyboard player, Dower Jordanowski, and we redid that tune, and yeah, it's a fun song to play. It is. It's got a great hook and great chorus, and yeah, play it. I'll noodle along with that one.
Oh, yay! Hey guys,
finish it off.
Does it get any better than this than having it live? You're seeing Rob right here on the screen. You're seeing the excitement, the energy. People are in the chat. This is how we roll, folks. I'm excited. And of course, if you are coming in late, make sure you check out the archive because I will have this show archived, and you'll want to go back because Rob pretty much has played a lot of music for us live, and you will definitely want to hear it from the beginning.
I did my best with the tantric guitar, so I tried my best. So it's good.
All right, everyone. Of course, www.robtardik.com. And make sure you go and pre-order the CD. And this is Frame of Mind, one of my favorites from the Right Time CD. And you can get that, of course, from Rob's website. Enjoy, everyone, and I'll see you next Sunday with Richard Smith in the house. Hey, Kathy.
Yeah. Thanks again, Donna.
Hey, Rob. Always. Of course, we'll have Rob back as well. And
thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate all to the fans and friends. Thanks very much to each and every one. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Rob. Nice.
Little tantric, that's all good. Tantric.
Okay, y'all, the keyboard on this is absolutely hot and amazing. And I don't know if you heard me say this, but Kathy is pre-recording the CD this week, Rob.
All right, that's awesome.
So thank you, Kathy.
Thank you very much, Kathy. Just send me an email and we're good to go, and I'll get you all the information you need.
That's right. RobTardik.com, folks.
Thank you. It's got electric for that one.
Nice. All right, everyone. Of course, thanks again for supporting The Color of Jazz, and more importantly, thanks for supporting Rob Tardik. We're both very
Thank you very much, everyone.
Yes.
Bell, keep ringing that bell, everybody, loud and clear every day. Try your best.
Yay! See you on robtardik.com. Make sure you get the CD and make sure you check out the archive. If you missed the show, you know, tell everyone about The Color of Jazz. Tell everyone about your new friend Rob Tardik on Facebook, and support his music. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we really do. Support all artists. You know,
That's right.
Whoever you find, you know, there's room for everybody, like I said, and it's a community, and everybody wants to be heard and have their music, you know, enjoyed and stuff like that. That's why we write it, for people like you guys to enjoy this music. So that's all, you know, that's the most meaning that I get. It was somebody smiles, they enjoy the music. It's, you know, our job is done. So thank you very much for having me again. Thank you, Donna.
Right on. Thanks, everyone.
Have a great Sunday night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you next Sunday with Richard Smith.
All right. Cool. Peace.
Peace.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.